Harry here behind the camera from Team Shift, and today we're with Michael, who top-8'd Cheltenham Regional with his Sky Striker deck. So would you like to tell us what you played today, Michael?
Yeah, so I played Adventurer Sky Striker. It just sort of gets into Predator Plant after Dagda. It's really strong, but yeah, 3 Enchantress and a Griffin. We've got, for the Sky Strikers, 3 Ray, 2 Rays, and then the Artifact package, 2 Scythe, 2 Lancia, and then the Destiny Heroes. So how other decks sort of build up the Griffin board within a 3 negate, we're basically using the engine to link climb, the token and an Enchantress will make a Dagda. If you've got anything else on the field to activate, if you normal summon and then search the equip for any of these, then your Dagda will set the Scythe, and then you just make the Verte, get your DP online and Scythe them, and then Dagda can set another Scythe or another fancier whilst you do it. So sort of you hope to win the dice roll. I only won 3 dice rolls today, so you definitely don't need to. The Sky Strike cards are super good going into boards, going second, and in a format where you've got droplets, you've sort of got 6 in Sky Striker because you've got Widow Anchor. But yeah, so we've got Destiny Heroes and the Artifacts. So onto the spells. We've got 3 Widow Anchor, Engage, Afterburners, Shark Cannon, Drones. This is a super small Sky Striker lineup. There's no multi-roll, there's no Area 0. We're not trying to grind. We're just sort of using these to link climb, make the Dagda and the Verte. If you draw any Sky Striker engine card, Ray, Rose, pop something from it, from say something about the Rose, say with the DPE, then you get it back online that way. But a lot of the time, you won't be ending on Shizuku because you would rather scythe them.
Yeah.
3 Aramasir, 1 Fateful, and the equip. The equip was really good all day. People sort of saying it doesn't seem that good, but just having it as the free discard when you do the search, and then you equip it anyway if you're still making Griffin, like when you normal summon Ray or Rose before you search. It's just really good, strong cards. 3 droplets, card of the format, seems to be everywhere. It's really strong. So then we've got 3 Ignition as well. Ignition for me was really strong, speaking about droplets, where if you have Scythe set and Ignition set with a DPE, you Ignition target the Scythe, and then when it activates in the graveyard, you've set your second Scythe with the Ignition. DP activates, DP activates, and you pop in the Scythe that you'd set off the Ignition whilst the other one's activating in the grave. That one will summon. If they droplets that one, they can't droplets the second one, vice versa. So Ignition essentially plays around droplets when you scythe them, so it's really strong, as well as clearing stuff. Seeing a lot of Prankids, so you hit the fusion spell in the standby. One of my rounds, I used this in the main phase so that they would chain it rather than Griffin negate, to then dark rid of the field once they summon, so pretty strong. Rest of the spells, T-Fusion Destiny, of course, Rotor, Reborn, Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave was really good every time I saw it. And then for the traps, just 3 Sanctum. So you don't mind seeing it go in second. It's not perfect. Depends what matchup you're playing against, really. But we're not clogging our deck with traps. It's very good at going second. Got the equip spell, the whole Adventurer package, your Widow Anchors, even just Ray, High Arte, clearing boards, as well as being that monster that you need to summon when you've got the Dagda on the field to make the Verte. It's just strong.
Should we go on to the extra deck?
Yeah. So extra deck, very tight. 3 Kagari, 2 Shizuku, 2 High Arte, 1 Kana, 1 Zeke for the Sky Strikers. Really small. Only 2 Shizuku because often you don't end on it turn 1. You'd rather scythe them. So yeah. Access code, Dark, Dagda, Verte, Link Spider, and DPE. Link Spider's there for the Adventurer token. If you were to make Verte, if you've got no other play, you would value getting DPE online through Verte over just ending on Griffin negate because you've bricked. So you get that draw 2 next turn as well as you draw. As long as you live, you're drawing 3 cards, you should be fine. So yeah, super tight extra deck. Dark. If it's destroyed, you search Ray as well, which is quite neat, handy. But yeah, Dark's just really strong. Easy link climbing into access, and it's really easy to make access when you've scythed them, especially if you had Dagda on the board,
Yeah,
the
you've
point you
still got
ended.
all
'cause
your
you summoned-
monsters.
yeah, you've got 2 artifacts on the field, all your other stuff. You don't need to pop the Dagda because we play 2 Scythes, so yeah, access code after Scythe for game. Token Collector seems really strong at the moment, hits lots of stuff. The Mecha Phantom Beast link, pop this down, destroy the tokens. The third Lancia, 3 Lightning Storm. This was Mystic Mine, but then I thought it helps where if I'm siding this into something that is scything me, I can still try clear some monsters, and then against Eldritch, clears back row. It's also alright against PK, where you do side out some extra cards, so you just want to sort of hit all the Fog Blades in one go, if you want to. Then we've got 3 Dark Ruler, so Sword Soul, 1 Duster for Eldritch, didn't play any, and then 2 D-Barrier and 2 Trap Trick. So D-Barrier is really strong against Sword Soul. Trap Trick, just Trap Trick for Sanctum, just extra copies of Sanctum. Trap Trick and drawing Sanctum is really strong going first, because that's the point where if you've drawn that, you can Griffin, and then you're super safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the list. That's pretty much it. So Adventurer Engine plus any normal summoners, Dagda, Verte. You've got your Sky Striker cards, which if your normal summon isn't doing anything because of the Adventurer Engine, you'd rather it be something that going second can help clear, like I said with Hayate. Found it to be really good, and then with the Ignition playing around droplets. It is a deck that plays well into getting hand trapped and still being able to scythe them, because you can still just draw the engine naturally, or they're not going to negate the Dagda, so even if they negate the Verte, you've set the scythe and then you can just ignition it, keep playing that way for the next turn. So yeah, found it really good.
Is there any changes you'd make in the future?
Not really. It's 41 cards, but it seemed to work fine. I just found it really strong. So yeah, shout out to the team. Shout out to Incom Gaming, the regional hosts. I mean, I only made top 8 and I got a box, which is all right. I know that Henry from the Disciples got a Switch, which I don't think actually anyone knew about for first place, but it's really good prize support. So it's really nice to see in the UK. So yeah, thanks to everyone, and thanks very much.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Cheers. Bye, guys.